Who let the ducks out?
Hello, this is Minjae Kim. I volunteer at Eco Farm where we learn mindfulness through farming. And today's lesson is Pam told me to wait for here because this is where we will have a new bee colonies.
Hey Minjae, how are you?
Great, how about you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. So this morning we're just going to assemble some of our new bee hives. We have new bees coming on this Saturday and we want to prepare their home very well.
Ready?
Yes, yes. So we have made their stand and I thought maybe we would assemble the first box together.
That sounds great.
Great, wonderful. So the first part of the box is our bottom board.
This is the bottom board.
This is called bottom board. It's a screened bottom board, and it's going to lay down directly on the
this side.
Yeah. And here's their little landing pad. That ends up being their landing pad. And then we have our box, the hive box, our hive body, and inside are frames with foundation that they're going to build on. We're using a typical Langstroth hive now, and with this plastic foundation, but we would like over time to be able to convert to a more natural hive so that the bees can live a more natural life. But this is how we're getting started. Yeah, I got to start somewhere, right?
Yes.
So this will go on top of the bottom board.
So this will go here.
Yes, and we'll put it very exactly.
How about the cat?
Well, Garbanzo doesn't really get with the bees too well. And then we will put our inner cover.
This is the inner
This is
cover.
an inner cover. And sometimes if we need to feed them in the winter or early spring, we can do that.
I
See this little hole right here. And,
This is like Lego blocks.
and then our top. And we will put a weight on top of this. We get really high winds here. And we don't want this top to blow off or raccoons and skunks to try to get in. So we'll put a big weight here.
I see.
And this will be their home when they first come.
How about Garbanzo?
Yes.
Here.
Are you going to be the weight, buddy? So I just maybe we'd have a time to talk about how important our bees and other pollinators are.
Oh yes, I heard the news that they are decreasing.
Yes, the European honeybees that are here are struggling in a lot of different ways, largely because the commercial methods of honey production put a great stress on the bees and makes them susceptible to disease. Here we're trying to manage these bees with a very hands-off and natural approach, letting them take care of themselves. They're pretty wise, you know, and they work well together as a colony, right? They're all working to help each other and for a common goal, right? So
I heard that bees and ants, they work as like one body.
they do.
One entity.
They function. Each individual has its role in there, and they're functioning as a whole, and they're you know, of one mind towards the beneficial growth of the colony itself. We could take some example, right?
Yes.
So we are using a hands-off approach so that they can be managed very naturally and that we can observe what nature is doing. I think we're better off when we observe nature and then try to copy that rather than bend nature to our will. So even this is a bend to our will. So we should try to convert over time to something more natural. But we want to support the pollinators here, not just the honeybees, right? But all the pollinators, they're all helping us. And so planting lots of flowers and herbs and fruit trees, incorporating them into the food forest is our way of helping to provide for their needs.
Then it sounds great. Then do we have enough nectar around here for the bees?
Well, actually, when the mesquite blooms out in the valleys, then yes, they have an abundance of nectar. And there's quite a bit of pollen to be had as well. But we want on our farm to be like a bee haven, right? Mm-hmm. We want all the bees in the area to know about Eco Farm and come visit us, yes, right? Yes. And so we're planting lots of flowering plants, trees and herbs and all kinds of different plants, flowers, sunflowers, medicinal plants, and all of those are going to collectively bloom at different times and hopefully have year-round food for our bees here on our farm.
Yes. So then why the bees are decreasing?
Stress.
What? Because of the pollution?
Pollution, pesticides, human manipulation, all of the things that we're doing on the earth is a stress to these insects. And I think that like the canary in the coal mine, they're letting us know how seriously endangered we are. If they are endangered, we are endangered, yes. Right? Yes. How can I be safe if you're not safe? How can I be secure if you're not secure? How can I be healthy if you're not healthy?
We are all connected.
We are all connected, and they're a living example of that here on the farm. And I think that's their most important role. Actually, is not producing honey for human. That's not our key thing about it here. We want to mimic nature. We want to be with nature and support nature and learn how to mindfully steward the earth instead of using the earth.
Then what can you do to preserve these pollinators?
Well, what we're doing is giving them a home.
Amazing.
We're going to help them, and we look after them and feeding them and providing them with safe shelter, out of the wind, out of the direct sun. You know, we'll do our best, right? We'll do our best to support them, and I know that they're going to do their best to support us.
Great. And then the bees are from here? They stayed here?
These bees that will be coming here are coming from Flagstaff, and they're new colonies. We have 2 colonies already, and we've had them for about a year. Right now it's a little bit chilly, so bees don't generally come out and do their thing until it's around 60, 65 degrees. So we're going to show everyone some B-roll.
B-roll?
B-roll of the bees. So I hope you enjoy that.
So the bees have been here for a long time of history?
Bees have been here for, well, the European honeybees have not been here, you know, in North America.
Oh, that's a European honeybee.
Yeah, right. The ones that we're receiving are an Italian variety, but they aren't native to North America. But we have so many native pollinators, wasps and other types of bees and butterflies. There's so many other insects that serve us as pollinators. So we don't want to just take care of these guys, right? We have to take care of everybody.
So we need all the variety of pollinators.
We need everybody.
So that's why this kind of food forest is so important.
Yes, and the diversity in here, and supporting all the different organisms that want to be here. Not just the big ones, right? Not just the big organisms, but even to the littlest, tiniest. The microscopic, the fungal partner.
Thank you so much.
You're very
Thank you so much. These are the two big colonies that we have at Eco Farm. And I saw one research that the bees are the most beneficial species in the world. Isn't it great that live your life and then your life is so beneficial not only to yourself but also for the whole species in the world. Without the pollinators, how can we have fruits? So I feel so grateful about the bees and all the pollinators. I feel also sad that the number of the bees are decreasing. So we really need to get connected with them and then protect them. All the global warming and the pesticide that we have, and this is not good for the nature and not good for ourselves. But mostly it is our mind that creates all the pollution. So why don't we get connected to nature and be ourselves? When we get close to our nature, then I think we naturally help each other and then be beneficial to others. Thank you so much. I'll do my best on Eco Farm today too. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Like this video and support Eco by subscribing to our channel. Thank you.